Yes, this is the Rastafari Samurai. Never leaving you dry in your eye. I approve this message nationwide. Scene. We are here at Down to Earth Podcast, Season 6. Yes, we Season 6. We still in the mix with my brother, Sean Myrie. We have a special guest today, one of the hip-hop pioneers of Toronto.
Canada.
Yes, I'm Canada, and that's Russ.
What up, fellas? Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure. Down to Earth Podcast.
Much respect, brother.
It's a pleasure and it's an honor for me, my brother. You know why? Because check this out.
Oh man, he got it.
I had this everything.
But yo,
you got the original press.
Yeah,
yo, man, much respect for coming through as we talk about your like career and the legacy. Like, you know what? I study like hip hop a lot, and especially Toronto. I remember when Toronto was coming out with a lot of acts, but it was hard to get But I remember like the names. Everybody says all the names, you know the list, but people forget, like, my opinion, Thrust. Because I remember when I was in high school, I'm gonna date myself, about 90, I graduated 98. I remember listening to Thrust. My brother had a record, like, you know, turntables. He was with the turntables and he bought it from Play the Record.
Where'd you go to high school? Where'd you go to high school, my G?
Man, out the outskirts, man.
Outskirts.
Not in the six. The outskirts, right? But you're like one of the names you hear: Chocolate, Cardinal Official, Maestro. But you're right there with everybody else.
I'm actually there, but the funny thing is, there's a good reason for it if you know my trajectory, right? And it's by design, and there's no loss to anybody. It's just I took the different path, but I've been there before even all three of them, even before West too. I've been.
Yeah.
Because I'm that picture you guys posted today.
Yeah.
It's ironic because in that picture there, if you look at that picture there, that's Dream Warriors in that picture, Mishi Me in that picture, HDV. I'm from the class of the 80s. Yeah. People call me in the class with my name was Pop International on a broader scale from like Northern Touch, which is like late 90s.
Yeah.
So, but I'm an 80s rapper.
Yeah. So when you see that picture with Maestro, you're seeing like, this is why I see with a lot of stories. Right? I'm gonna put you like with Jay-Z and Jazzo. Jay-Z's the one who's so commercial and everybody say he's a legend, but Jazzo's the one who was his, like, you know, teacher, kind of like a teacher. It's the same thing with like Thrust. No one knows, like, a lot of people was getting like learning how to like do lyrics in Toronto, like, you know how Toronto hip hop from the beginning. Never mind all the stuff you see now. Toronto is a place you have to prove yourself as an MC to like be doing any type of music in hip hop, right? So I see you as one of the foundations. Like, people respect to Maestro, Fresh West, and respect to everybody else. Like, besides Maestro, I see you, and then I see like Socrates and Cardinal Official. They're like kind of like around the same time. It's like what you're saying. You're from the 80s, but it's not.
Yeah. It's because I came from the Demo King area, which is like 87 to 86, and then that time when Michi was popular, I was back up, and even a lot of the groups. I'm behind a lot of the groups too, like the formation of a lot of groups from our city to hooking people up. Like, it's crazy when it go back and think about it. So I'm linked in a lot of ways more than the artist, right? But the thing is, I've got a longevity that nobody has, right? It's funny because it's like, yeah, you said I'm like a Jazzo, but I have a longevity with Jay-Z because of the path I've taken. Because, you know, you look at my Instagram now, you see I got joints with Rusty Jugs. I'm still getting run on the mix shows this week, and I got a new record out. Well, a lot of everyone else, they're still living in their legend past. I'm still active, and I knew if I took it to death, because I basically, make a long story short, I never, as a solo artist, took the commercial path. And if you hear I Get a Rhyme, you could imagine me on a commercial beat. Like, I'm not saying I could be Drake, but if I took some of those selections in that sense, and the only times I jumped over there on guest records, they went platinum first artist in Billboard. Because when I jumped and did that joint with Soul Decision out of Vancouver, a group, self-contained group, made band, etc., and did that went, that's one of the first records that went up to like, I don't know, it's like top 10 on MTV, and I think it was top 20 in Billboard. I got the charts right there, so you can look back and see that. That's part of my past. But that was ahead of time, and people wasn't ready for it. But that wasn't even a record for me. So it's just like by design. But imagine my voice and my flow now on anything that's current. It's very clear. I got that classic flow. But it's not my passion.
It's not about the classic flow. You got that voice. Like when it comes to hip hop, everyone has their sound. You have your own original sound.
Yeah.
I think the word is, it's funny you said that, and it's cadence. Yeah, not everybody, like a lot of rappers are really cadence.
You know what I think the cadence comes from? Sounding how you're talking.
Yeah,
that's why I think some people have to develop. That's why it's like, I'm just being honest. Some artists they don't find their voice until sometime years after. Like some people are lucky to figure it out. Like how you're talking is how you rap. That's why I know from me.
And I never rhyme the same. I don't have a pattern. I don't follow a pattern. That's my secret. I always follow the that's in front of me. So I just gotta jump on the right ones, but I measure. Yeah, it's a gift, man. And that's the thing. I could always rhyme. Rhyming for me is like taking care of one of those people. Like my music is very fast. It sounds great and it's boom. Like most of those records you guys hear, they're done in less than 5 minutes. I never really. I've had very few tracks. Maybe in the beginning when you're getting used to the studio, but after that, that hurdle, right? Yeah, like it's quick.
Mind me asking you about this time for the world.
Yeah, that was the big. That was the commercial. I would say.
That's the one that came. That's the record that came out right on. That record came out right on 9/11.
Yeah.
9/11. So wait a minute.
That came out on literally on 9/11. That record, literally that me. I think Jay-Z was at Blueprint 2, and it was somebody else. Jellystone. That's my brother Jellystone.
Yeah.
His project dropping that day too.
Yo, it's funny to see that 2001, but I'm thinking of Thrust before 2001.
Yeah, because I've been around. I've been on records from before, and I've been in groups. Because there was Thrust solo, right? It started from '96, and then there's Thrust even from KGB. Child's Garden, the Grass. I've been in groups. I was in groups for a long time. Yeah, and putting groups, and the groups tend to fall apart. And then I went to Harris Institute with Frankenstein, Infinite, Harley Lopez. There's this era time we went musically insane, and there's this little loop in there. And I decided I was done with groups unless it was for a concert. So that's when I went solo from like 97. So that's when I dropped the Past, Present, Future. That was right when I came out of Harris. Because I learned basically the insides of the game, the industry from that came out. And I went independent from there. And that's when people have that. But obviously, there's still 10 years before that. Because if you look in the Much archives, there's video clips of me from like 88, 87.
Yeah. I remember before the Northern Touch and before that album, Thrust.
Yeah, because my name been like, because if you go all the areas they know me from, Lemo, US, and that's the I was in those forever, like every week I was there. I would always know Toronto. People know me like that. Regent Park, I was Kipling before Rex Tales, used to call it Jungle. I was that dude.
Everywhere.
Yeah, so I keep my friends DJs. I wasn't a friend of a lot of rappers. But no, it's my friends were mostly the DJs and the big DJs in Toronto and the producers. So I can DJ, I can do all that too. That's another thing, so like knowing how to jump on records. That's kind of had an ear for me because I came with DJ X, Power, Time for the World. I started scratching with DTS, Soul Controls. Those are the people who look, you see, those are the people who I was around a lot. Yeah. So that was like a different thing for me. I think me and Redman have that in common. We got like that DJ background. Yeah, I get busy on the tables. I can get busy for anything. Like right now, without even knowing DJ so much.
That's the evolution of the artist. Like for example, you've been doing business too, behind the scenes work. So like a lot of people forget, like besides like you're an artist, you have to evolve a certain time into the business even more, like as you even get older, and you are doing a lot of the community.
Yeah, I've always, and I still do, but I just don't make it public.
Yeah.
Even if you look at my gram, I'm not that public dude. Like,
yeah.
If you're really true to your people, you're gonna be about your people. It's not something that you know, I had a conversation this morning, but it's not something that you gotta put on blast. Anybody that knows me, I was part of Fresh Arts. I had this thing, Read to Rap. I did for years. We used to go to schools around the city from grade 1 to grade 6. I've always been a community because I'm a hip hop dude. Because I love my people, my community. So that's always been about. I actually came into the game being part of Public Enemy's Unity Force. I was part of that. So I even got D2E in my official in my life. So that's when I was like grade 9. I'm the youngest rapper in the game that kind of went out on tour. There's nobody else I know that toured, because I basically have been active. If you look at that timeline, you're like, how? You look pretty youthful to be doing all of that. But since I was 15, since grade 9, I've been on tours. I was touring a Public Enemy in I remember first or second week, I went to Northern Secondary, then I went to Runnymede. Like a week and a half into Northern, I was on the road with Public Enemy. And we did like the Southern Ontario tour. See what I mean? So I've been active, third base tour, this, that. I've been like, if you see West way back, I was there. I was there. But that was a different era. That era took place in every aspect. I might have been dancing, the hype man, the beat man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So
that's real.
That's what it is. Yeah, and no, but it's love. And the good thing is, it's nice to be part of all that legacy. Happy for what everyone else has got, and not be that bitter dude. You know, it's like a lot of people's bitter.
Yeah. On the real, you deserve your flowers, man. You deserve your flowers.
Yeah, man.
Down to Earth podcast.
Salute.
Well, you know, the funny thing is, the hardest place to get your flowers is for the world. I've been blessed to get flowers from so many other places, but it's always on the outside.
Yeah, it's true.
And for us to come home, like I came in the game blessed with even when I came in with my records, man, it was Pete Rock, Marley Marl, Premier. That's what set me up. Like, so there's no greater blessing. And it wasn't from me knocking on doors and on a tour bus and trying to, like, you know what I mean? It was from going in a record store and seeing it and loving it and then reaching out and then saying it publicly and still saying it. So though I've had those accolades from people that I truly admire, loving the game for a long time, but it's always funny because I think Toronto is supposed to see that Toronto is for a point, like, I think from maybe, this sound like a bold statement, I'm talking about just the culture of hip hop. It really wasn't a hip hop city. There was a period it was, I'd say from like 86 to like 97.
Yeah, you're right.
That's when you had that bubble or that culture that you hear it in the record. It was like a predominant thing, but it never was really the driving force of our city. That's why I think right now, like even if you're hip, like we got trap could be way bigger than hip hop as far as the cultural side of the music and people into like the raw aspects of the music. And then we have reggae because we've always had the huge Jamaican population from the jump, which helped behind the universe too, right? I think with our sound, because of what sound are we going to teeter towards? There's always this kind of battle going on like that, and then on top of that, then you got the Calypso community, right? Then we got the R&B community. You can fizzle it all down. So hip hop was always lower on the totem pole. The only thing that kept me going is I grew up on both sides of the border most of my life until I was like in my early 30s. So I was in New York for all those big records and stuff. So I had the energy. That's what you hear that energy about. I had that energy because I was in the city and I came back here. I was that dude every single summer. And my aunt in Brooklyn and then my cousin from Queens would come up for August every month since I was a kid. So I've always had that, and I discovered all of my big hip hop records going to New York, driving to Philly. I'm going to see my uncle in Florida. So that's giving me like I do my custom strength. I think I've seen our people's power too. You know what I mean? Because you go to those big cities, you see, you know what I mean? Y'all been on the road, you know what I'm talking about. You see that. And you don't see that in our city. We're starting to see those things. But it can't be that level because we don't have that population of people.
See? said it. So
I've been saying all of these certain similar stuff, what you've been saying. I've been saying on the podcast.
Yeah.
Saying we don't have a population.
the infrastructure.
No, we don't,
as
because
much.
I'll tell you guys honestly, the last two, look, I've been on the run for the last, if you look at my page, go back and see what, I've been on the run for the last 3 years straight, consistently. I can't even count the amount of records I've put out. And it's getting spun everywhere around. All the shows that should be on, excluding the DJs, right? I mean the premier top ones, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
International, Shade 45, Syria, Europe, Paris, France, Germany, but back home, and I've been done tons of these interviews, but people from home, I think Rich reached out with that. Seriously, but I knew that was the outcome. It's always been like that. I'm not that special. There's a lot of other people. You know what I mean? What's up? I can name a lot of other people. Cedar Hill, for example. There's a group I love. Getting banged like crazy. Same thing. I see all over. Unless you fit into that sound, then there's that exposure, right? So, but it's okay because it's always kind of been like that. That's our position. It's just now there's so many avenues. And I think the worst thing is you got people who are like if you're 20 years old, I don't expect you to be all over what I'm doing, this, that. If you're in tune, then you know what's up. We got people within our generation who are just kind of turning their head on the culture. That's the worst thing I hate. And you see that a lot. You got like 45-year-old DJs, they try to you got yo, man, you can't run that. You know what this is, man. You're a good DJ. You can't mix these things together. That's why I like Power, Scratch, DJ X, and DJs. They know how to blend whatever together. If you're a good DJ, you can mix acapella with this, thing with this, and bump it, man. Right? Be the DJ that leads the crowd. Be the MC that leads the crowd.
The culture of DJs changed too.
Yeah, I mean, right? But hip hop is something, if it's cultural, it's like dance, so we can steer certain things. And other things we let it get, right? And some things we just let get totally out of control now. So it just seems like the norm. But it's interesting, man. But I feel like I said, the main thing is just like enjoy it. It's true. And, it just keep it moving. Like, I was out here just to do, last year my goal was just to like make art, and that's what I'm doing. I have like a whole bunch of records behind me on the floor that I did last year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's like 8 pieces of vinyl just from last year.
Vinyl.
See? Vinyl, man. I'll show you quick. You can see it.
Yeah.
You can see the camera. See on the floor there? It's not up. You see, that's last year.
So
that's like it's a different goal. Huh?
Yeah.
At the back there,
Yeah, that's a re-release. You can get the vinyl now. Impressive. So I've been like, that's the beauty of like, one thing about that. I had a lot of people, other artists, that I own my music, and I still do. So all my back catalog, everything, because I'm independent, it's all my music. I own my masters. And then my new music I'm doing, I'm just, like y'all been playing like the, what you call Broken Arrow. And we license that out. For the project, license it out, and then carve that out. It's fun because I'm just enjoying it, making it special, making it art, making it like, collectible.
That's good.
the Northern Touch. How did you get on the Northern Touch show?
How did that get created?
That
was supposed to be Sony, BMG, and Universal were doing, and I was working at the label at that time. I was a Virgin at that time, doing promotions too. So I think there was an initial call. They talked to me, yo, throw us get some people who want to do the song. You guys are doing indie records. So we had that indie buzz that we were talking about earlier. And then we had this conference call. We just figured out time for the record. And we went to the studio to do it. Initially, it was supposed to be Julie Black and Chaos in the chorus, believe it or not. But they couldn't make the session. We couldn't find them. That's what we called Cardi.
All right.
And we recorded it real quick, and the song got shelved for a bit. Time for the one. Because the contract, I don't know, it's supposed to be like those Much Music concerts to come on. Y'all know what Much Music I'm talking about. So they ended up not doing it. For some reason, there was some discrepancy between the 3 labels. And then Saul Guy, the manager of the Rascals, decided he liked the record and liked this record hot, I think, man. So he decided, I'm going to press a couple promo copies up. And then He wanted, and once he brought it to New York, we set it up in the DJ pools. It's up here in the pools first. Jump, we put in the pools in New York. Same time as Get At Me Dog came out, that same November, December.
Oh.
It blew in New York first. It was like premiere.
Wait, hold on a minute. The Northern Touch track was busting in New York before the Get At Me Dog?
It was the same time.
Same time.
Not bigger, but the same time. They almost played the records in the mix the same kind of beat. You know what I mean? But it was playing in the mix at the same time. So on Pete Rock, Molly Marshall was buzzing down there like crazy. And then they got on BET. That was when the first video came out. A little extra video. Yeah. It just, and then they ended up restriking after that. So they striped it back onto the Rascals album, and that's what pushed the Rascals album to that album to a gold album. Continue to do what it do, man. But that song had like a 2-year life.
But it's still here.
Yeah, that record can't die, man. That record's one of those. Some records, some records in hip hop just got that life. You know what I mean? Got those legs. It's one of those records. But it was good. It was pure energy. That's why I think it was pure energy.
So as we talk about Northern Touch, what do you think of Canadian hip hop right now? What's going on?
I think it's so broad now because there's so many categories, right? It's expanded, right? So I think it's definitely time for the world. I'd like to see it going more. I think the underground has always been heavy and hard there. The trap. I like to see more people go on like a break level. That's what I would have. That's the only surprising thing that I see since he got up there. Like he's maintained his run. You know what I mean? And there's a good reason why he's maintaining his run. You know what I mean? And it's very smart. But it's like if you would have thought like in other cities, there would have been like
a couple more.
There would have, because most cities they got like. If you look at most American cities, they have to like 50. There's room for like 15 to 20 artists for each city to be big, like on that commercial level. And then there's room for there's like I always use the A, B, C, D, E. It's almost like music. I tell people, like I don't tell people, in my mind, you got eras of music. You got like the Bronze era, right? That's like the 70s stuff. You got and then what? Bronze. Then you got like the Silver, right? 80s. Then you got the Golden era of hip hop, it's like the 90s. And then after 2000, when it's platinum era, right? So you can always put things in this kind of group. So I just kind of figured, man, by now, with the rise of each city, and over time, look at Atlanta. Atlanta started with the rest of development. That was them. Then it went Crisscross. Then it went to Brad. Then it went Outkast. Boom, 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 boom. And then by the time they got the Jeezy, it took 15 years. But then now there's so many, you can't even put it in the thing. So I thought we would be, but like I said, there's a reason for it, which we talked about earlier. Those cities can do it because they have that population from within.
Yeah.
Drake's success is not because he did it with the Canadian border. He did it because he made records that Americans could dance to. Americans love to dance to anywhere. Black Americans. He made it in that way, and it just totally killed it. He presented it right. I was even there when it started, the joke. You know, I was in the States in New York, so I seen a lot of people reacting to it. So, but I thought, I don't think, but the reason is you don't have that like, what is it, Barry Gordy kind of thing up here, but we have those camps within to really structure and arrange that. But that's what Drake has.
Yeah, that's true.
That nobody sees. You know what I mean? Well, people see if you're smart to the game, you get to the street. But that's what he has, and he doesn't change it up. That's why he does. That's what he music.
What do you think about now the streaming game and like radio game? Because
streaming game is robbery, dude.
Yeah,
that's why I do vinyl. That's why I do vinyl, man. You do that math. That math is horrible.
Yeah, it's simple.
That math is horrible. It should be illegal. It should be illegal, man. It's like you want to talk about devaluing your time and effort and everything. That's why you see I'm not out there in a certain way. You know, like my stuff's on the street. Don't get me wrong. It's there because you got a presence in it. But I'm not on the game like that because I know the math. You know what I mean? Yeah. I know that I sell. I didn't down. It's like you want to divide the math compared to the thing. That's a joke.
Yeah.
Like basically, I have to sell 400 records, right? 400 pieces of vinyl.
Yeah.
It's the same as you going platinum. 1.5 million. No, I already did the math. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
That's the 400. I'm just kind of putting.
Even if you sell 20 vinyl today, that's good.
No, 20 vinyl is way more you ever see.
Yeah.
Look at artists complaining what they see in the stream for. Look at the songwriters complaining. They get the publishing.
You'll be happy to sell one vinyl as an artist. It's good to have a vinyl, man. People like real people.
But the thing is, you have to be in a certain position, right? And have a certain legacy or something for the vinyl to work for you, or you have to roll with a certain label that has that kind of thing. And you got to have that vision. You got to be that kind of artist. Like, you can't do the kind of vinyl I'm doing and be making trappers. Those people don't buy that, man.
You're right.
You see, my audience is purists.
Yeah, content. It's the content.
Content. Yeah. These people want to, and those people ain't moving from that. That's why I told some people I just stay in this range over here, because I know that honestly is not going to go away. But I don't think it's going to go big, huge. But this is the heart. This is the pulse time for the one. This is the heart. So you stay close to the heart, you'll always be good at it. You won't be, and you'll have it over a long range.
Yeah, because I was even reading some of your bio. You could just say this is hip hop. Like, this man is like, if anybody wants to talk about hip hop, he is hip hop. Like,
Time for the one.
Behind the scenes, you even done your own podcast too. So you know.
Yeah, podcasts, magazine, radio. That's just me. That's my era, right? But it's funny you say it. A lot of my friends say that. Because for us, it's so hip hop. Like, when we around you, like even other artists when they time for the from my Onyx, you see, I was walking, stop me. Oh my gosh, who are you, man? I was backstage. Someone goes, "What? You got this energy, man. You want me KRS or something? You're hip hop. What's your name?" You know any artists I met like that? Or like before they even see me? Because my energy. A lot of artists, big artists, who they meet me, whatever. Because I just have an energy about me and calmness, right? So, but because my heart is pure. But I've also seen it, I've watched it, and I've seen it on both sides. And my greatest blessing is coming up with Ron Nelson and just being like through 15 behind all his shows and seeing all the artists. And I was the dude in time for those artists behind all the big artists. And I was running with those 15, 16, 17. Any group he had, I was doing 5, 6, 7 hours like behind the show, taking them to the store. I have all those crazy kind of stories that would get people mad, so I don't tell them too much. But I'm one of them dudes who got time stories, right? So, no, it's my path. I never put myself there, but I was always like, yo, just go. Okay. That's the story of my whole career, how I even got here, right? So just, I'm a natural. My rhyming ability is natural. Everything is natural, right? So once you have that, I just gotta put in the work, and then the hard part is keeping the good people around you. Just learning to be by yourself, and you got time by yourself.
So, can you tell the people how important it is for artists to travel, like have the freedom that you could travel, because that's how you get a network. You can't just depend on being, local. That's not enough. Even you yourself, you told the stories of being in New York and other places. I think there's a thing going on, especially for the young artists, that here's enough, like Toronto's enough.
Yeah, and it's easy to think that way because the tech make it easy because you are global in a way, but there's still things you need to see and feel. Like, you could say, oh yeah, I see New York City, but you gotta go feel the energy in New York City, or LA, or any kind of place, or London, or Germany, or Japan, right? So, and then when you go there, and it's one, and you know the differences you see is like all of us have at some point might have this experience. Hopefully you do. It's like you talk to somebody for a long time online and they're in another city, but then you actually connect. You know what I mean? Like, you were so cool and close, but then when you connect with them, you're like, oh my God, and you spend a week with them and you go to their spot and they come to yours. It just takes everything to a next level. Right? Like, a lot of times I went to New York, those road trips, we went to do one thing, and then from that one thing, it turned to 30 other things. So I still could have got the one thing done if I turned for the one that he was about it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because I was there now, and all this other things jumping off in one day, you're here, and then when you're with that guy, oh, it just steamrolls, and that's energy. It's the same with making music too. If you can make music with somebody in time for the work, 9 times out of 10 it's always better than doing it with somebody that's far away. But you can't do it with somebody that's far away because you got to make the connection. Even me and both that. You see the record there, Broken Arrow. He's in Germany. I'm in Toronto. See, but like, how do you guys do it? But we talk every day. I talk to him more than a lot of other people because I got to keep that connection. I'm not going to see you. How do we do it? We just talk through IG, trying to be all that. But I don't use the text. The text is cool. What I start doing with my people, I just start using the voice. So you still feel the resonance of my voice, the energy, because you got that 30 or 50. And you can do that around the world for free. So I started doing that. And we started building all these projects. And because it's hard, it's easier typing the words and saying it, the words come up better. You know what I mean? Sometimes words are cold. You know the thing with that girl, and it just comes off cold when you read it. You know what I mean? Yeah, we all know. We all know.
That's where you make more money from already.
Like I said, it all depends the kind of artist you have.
Yeah.
If you have legacy music, that's what people are selling catalogs and getting money because then your stuff gets played
on the radio
for a long time. It's okay. And it all depends. Radio is always going to be important. It's going to have a part. You know what I mean? It's just now there's this other alternatives, right? And then the royalties. The royalties are the most rated. It's college radio. There is no royalties. But then college radio is, you could argue, is way more important time for the world. How many people make those kind of records is ever going to get on that?
Yeah.
Right? And then you could get such a buzz from college radio. That's how the Woo became. The Woo blew off of college radio. The Woo that went on commercial radio. They didn't look at the Woo. They're eating for free. 30 years later.
Yo, you can tell me about that collaboration with Tough Dumpling. You have like 2 collaborations. I seen the video. You have a recent video.
Yeah, that's my good friend, man. That's my cousin, man. Yeah, we've been down since day one, man.
Good collaboration.
That's like, it's crazy. I was even with him the night we were all supposed to be the night when President passed, man. I'm so close to me and him. We're just friends, and we always bounce music off each other. Our whole career, he's always been on my projects. So when he came back around, he'll always be on associated with names. If you look through all my catalogs, he's always there. That's one thing I see the same people in my circle. Even if they're not on the records, we're very close. Like Frankenstein, Beat Scam is still close, cool. All the people in music, because like I said, it's the energy of resonance that keeps you in your space, right? At least that's what I find. People get out of touch just because they get away from those things that keep them in a certain space.
Well, your latest project is what called? What's it called?
The latest single I got right now. It's Lights Out with Rusty Jukes.
Lights Out.
Yeah, I got some mixes, 369 recordings, produced by Navi North. It's banging. I had 2 albums out last year. You can look for. Like It's 1994, produced by Bofat. Broken Arrow, which y'all know, produced by Bofat. And then you can get the original record on Return to Analog Records now. They repress that double vinyl, open CD, open sleeve, everything. Beautiful how they repressed it. Yeah, I got that. So, and then currently, we got a new single coming out this Friday, 4th. All right, it's on Snow Goons called You Want More. So that's just my hot single.
What's it called again?
You Want More. You Want More. Hold your still. You want more. Show your skills. Get up, get at it. Y'all so simple like Fix 5Z. That's what you really take. Y'all hear the flow? It's gonna flow. It's flow correct. I love that. I like this. It's a hot one. But yeah, so you gotta see what from their label. They got like a nice space, and we had a couple of projects we did with them last year. And then you never know with me, man. There's all kind of surprises. I got a lot of stuff I did over the last 2 years too. On other people's records,
Yeah.
not too.
So
We'll be
yo,
busy. I got records, but I want to do singles this year. This year, like I did last year, a lot of albums. This year, I do a lot of singles and come back to an album. I don't want album energy. You gotta let it go. There's gonna be videos. I just can't name the singles.
yeah. You're probably gonna travel again. Right? Because you're a vet already in that. You're gonna travel and go to.
This is the year for, like you said, it's fun. This is gonna be more visuals, like you said, more videos. It's just up in the game in those little areas, like I said, up in the little areas where it's needed. So the visuals gonna be up this year, and then the travel gonna be good. You can always book the show if everything's correct, and and then the quality of music always gonna be up. Always on it. It's recorded.
Yeah, man. So yo, like before we come off the spaceship, could you just give us like your opinion of like what like, because I feel like people from the house is saying, what do you think Toronto needs to improve to actually like to get real respect? Because I don't feel that
you know we need to improve. We don't need to really, like, musically, from what I see in the numbers and what everybody's doing and everything. I think it's great like that. I think what we need to do is just like we need to unify and we need to stop like just taking lives like it ain't a joke, man. That's what we really need to do. We need to speed up our scene. We need to learn from all these atrocities that have been happening both here and down there, in the States, and like create, because a lot of artists, a lot of us coming up and they can, pop, to this, to that, there's some kind of acting. And that's what I'm saying. Really make it a viable business, make it a viable market, make something stable and something with a sense of longevity, so you can pass it on to the next generation. Because we have looked after generations. We had 3 or 4 generations before it got to this point where it's sustainable with all these doors that's now available to everybody. You know what I mean? So that's what I'd like to see. Musically, I don't think you can really ever tell people where to take their art. You know what I mean? But I just don't want people to speak true to themselves. And I'll get back, true to themselves, just make that music that's authentic. Because I can tell when someone's music's not authentic. It doesn't matter the genre. You could be a pop artist, I can tell. That's me just trying to like that. You know what I mean? So no matter what your sound is, just be authentic, man.
So yo, it's 20. How much is the anniversary of that album right now? 2001.
2001, man. So you can do the math, man.
22.
Do the math. We get there, man. It's almost 25 years of that, man.
Yeah, man.
Holy.
Yeah. So I'm gonna show you guys the new ones. So you guys can see. Oh shoot! Hope you guys can see. I'm coming back. Trying for the what?
Yeah.
Hey, all right.
New joint. I'll open it up for you guys to see. See, this is the new vinyl. That's the way. Make sure you get that. Open it. So y'all see the middle. Let's see what's available, man. But that's a good thing. We have a nice base in Europe and like internationally, so we feed on off that. Man. That's what you see. The hip hop lives. That's hip hop lives in Europe, man. See,
We got
inside.
chocolate on here, cardinal chocolate.
Yeah. Redone.
Redone.
Look, redone.
All redone, man. Front to back. It's crazy. So the original didn't even look like that. So, and then it came out this thing, and you get the nice shrink wrap.
Yeah. It's ill.
Yeah. Take hip hop back to. We can take hip hop back to being an art form.
Yeah.
Not something just everybody can do.
Yeah.
That's the problem. If I had a secret, that's my world of hip hop. That's the kind of people I like. They make it sound like, wow, I can't rap like that dude. He's good in that space. But that's the kind of I always make. Trying to
everything, all your platforms, everything.
All my stuff's easy online. It's always Thrust Music straight across the board. The vinyl, you can look it on Return to Analog Records. Snow Boost, all the new stuff. broken arrow. You can look for that. I don't know if there's even any of these left, but this is limited. This is on Black Buffalo. This is a limited run. So I don't even know how many of these are. They are, right? Yeah, that's a broken arrow. Y'all playing that today.
Yeah.
So this is like a 300. This is all pressed, right? So that's on Black Buffalo Records. Yeah, a lot of my. And then I had another one you can find on. Oh my goodness, I almost forgot the label. You see, we're talking about all this stuff on. See, we got this one that came out last year. Welcome to the True North.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's so much to find on it. But the thing is, go to the record store.
Pick it up. Put it up straight.
Put it up one more time.
More. Yeah. Up a little. Yeah. Welcome to the True North. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So that's a lot of my. That's what I'm saying. The songs came out. The songs, so as opposed to like, and it is on all the digital platforms.
Yeah.
That was the beauty of that last. Yeah, you get the physical copy of it, but that's the stuff that's popping internationally, and that's why we're doing it. We're going right to the audience and making a nice little zone for ourselves.
Yeah, man.
So there's not one label. There's like many labels, so you got to just look up the project. But if you want to do it, everything just go to my Instagram, IG Thrust Music. Just search Thrust Music, will be right at the top, and that's why I dedicate my gram to. My gram is strictly music that I like to hear, and then just on my new releases, you'll always see everything on there. And yeah, the other platforms, Thrust Music, right across the board. With the Z, M-U-Z-I-K.
Give us a shout out down to the podcast, man.
Yo, you know what to do? It's a Down to Earth podcast with the original, the OG, the lyrical giant, the most defiant Thrust. Let's go.
Yeah, bless up, brother.
You done know.
Coming through.
You don't know. Before we go, you don't know. I see this is the right. Never leaving you dry in your ass. Nationwide. You don't know. Salute. We are signing off the broadcast now.
Trust. Bless up.
Blessings, y'all. Thanks for having me. Keep it moving, y'all. Anytime you need me to come back on here, whatever you need, y'all reach out. I'm here, man.
All right,
Thanks, brothers. Continue doing what you're doing, man. I like y'all energy, man. Still right for the what?